in this first part, Alan, I'd just like to ask you some questions about yourself. Let's talk about what you do. Do you work or are you a student?
Okay, actually, I do both. I'm working while studying. Um, right now, I'm currently in second year at Chulalongkorn University. I'm majoring in communication management. My courses include public speaking, marketing, branding, advertising, public relations. Yeah.
Thank you. And when did you decide to study these subjects?
Um, Actually, I decided at my last year of high school. Yeah, because by the time I realized that um I'm good at communication skills and I really want to know, how to communicate effectively. I want to um I want to pursue my career in the industry that use communication skills. That's why,
Mhm.
yeah.
And is there anything you would like to study in the future?
Mm, Actually, right now I'm really into sales because good salesperson has good communication skill.
Mm.
So I think I have good communication skills and I want to be a good salesperson. That's why, yeah.
Now, let's talk about your daily routine. What's the first thing you do when you wake up, Alan?
Okay. So normally after I wake up, I normally do two things. First, I meditate, stay with myself, just be in the presence to um don't get distracted by social media, you know. And second option, I exercise. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
Uh,
it's best way to start my day. Yeah.
is your weekday routine different from your weekend routine?
For sure, for sure. In weekdays, my schedule is so busy. I have to study, have to train, boxing, MMA, have to make contents, consult with clients, so many things. But on weekend, I normally spend my time with families, and Sunday I go to church.
Thank you. Is there a part of your daily routine that you particularly enjoy?
Um, yeah, I enjoy training MMA because I'm really into uh mixed martial arts. I watch UFC every week, so I'm really into it. Yeah.
Do you ever feel like changing your daily routine?
For sure. Because sometimes my routine is repetitive.
Mm.
I did the same things every single day. So maybe just watch movie or something, just to relax. Yeah.
Now, let's talk about keeping healthy. How do you maintain a healthy lifestyle, Alan?
Okay, so basically I just eat balanced diet, um working out every day, every single day, and um sleep enough. Yeah, for me.
And
Yeah.
what's your favorite type of exercise?
Like I said, training MMA, training boxing because um I'm not a person that like to do cardio that much. I
Mm.
hate, running for hours and hours. So the easiest way to do cardio, and I enjoy doing it, is to train boxing.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Now, I'm going to give you a topic, Alan, and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say, and you can make some notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes.
Thank you. So, in the chat, you'll be able to see your topic. I'd
Mm,
like you to please describe a piece of technology that you find useful.
Okay.
All right. Well, remember, you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. I'll tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
Okay. So one piece of technology that I think is extremely useful for me is smartphone. I use smartphone for various purposes. For example, um, for example, to scheduling my time, manage my schedule, using different apps, and also I rely on it to communicate with my friends and families, via messaging apps, and also I use it to record my content because, personally, I do personal branding. I teach about communication skills, so I use my phone to record. Uh, so I think smartphone gave me so many benefits, you know, even though it has a downside, because one major downside from smartphone is addiction.
Mm.
Sometimes when I use smartphone every single day for 4 hours, 5 hours, I'm addicted to it. Yeah. And so it can affect my sleep because I play it right before I go to bed, which is not good for my sleep quality. Yeah, that's all. Okay. Um, so overall, I think smartphone is good for every individuals, but you have to know your limits. You have to um know that when to use and when to stop using it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And when was the last time you used this piece of technology?
Oh, actually, right before I interview. Yes, right before I do speaking test, because it's in um it's in my daily life, smartphone. I use it to connect with you.
Thank you. All right. So we've been talking about a piece of technology that you find useful, and I'd like to discuss with you one or two more general questions related to this, Alan. Let's
Mm.
consider, first of all, technology. So, what technology do people use the most in their daily lives in your country?
Okay. So in my country, in Thailand, um typically people use smartphones in their daily life because
Mm.
it's so easy to bring it with you. It's easy to carry with you, and um smartphone make it so easily to remote working, connect
Mm.
with other people instantly.
Mm.
So typically in my country, people use
Mm.
smartphones.
Well, you mentioned remote work. What are some of the benefits of remote work?
So for example, if I have a meetings, but my friend is in another country, my friend is in US, I'm in Thailand, but I don't have to travel to the US to meet him. I can remote work using smartphones, laptop, something like that.
Mm. Well, yeah, there's some of the benefits. What about the negatives? Are there any negative effects of using smartphones?
Like I said, one major downside is addiction, and additionally, the blue light provide from the phones, it's
Mm.
really affect our brain. It's damage our brain if you use it for a long time, and it can affect your sleep quality.
Mm.
So don't use it right before going to bed.
Well, you've mentioned social media a little bit today. Why do you think social media is so popular today?
Okay, so if you look into 10 years ago, people communicate. You have to send a mail. You have to um, pay for an ad to show your product or your business on the pole. But nowadays, it's so easy to share your lifestyle, share your business, to promote your product via social media. So it's really easy to reach so many people, to get an
Mm.
engagement, gain traffic really easily.
Well, let's move on and talk about technology and the future. So, in what ways do you think technology might change the future of human communication?
Mm. I think it has changed through years and years now, but in the future, I think it can change in a good way and a bad way. In good way, as you can see, people can talk instantly, no matter how long the distance. But in the negative side is people will have less social interaction because they do faceless, they talk
Mm.
facelessly, and so they don't have a real genuine connection with people. So
And
it can make people shy
mm,
and
yeah, and what can the long-term effects of that be if people don't have any like real face-to-face interactions?
okay, it can affect their relationships, their career. For example, in relationships, if you connect, if you don't connect with a real person, you don't see their face, you don't shake their hands, you don't have the physical connection with them. So it's hard to have a genuine connection with people.
Mm.
And uh in the career path, if you using smartphones your whole life, you be shy, introvert, hard to communicate and your work.
What about creativity? Do you think, if we rely on technology too much, it might have some negative effects for creativity?
Mhm. Exactly. Because lately AI has played a crucial role in people's life.
Mm.
Uh, People can generate anything using AI so easy.
Alan, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Unfortunately, we run out of time. Thank you very much. That is the end of the speaking test.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.